Welcome to Inference and Incense.
The gist of the three-body problem is that it's mathematically unsolvable, right? And it's not about the power behind computational scaling. And it's the fundamental of like, how do you survive a chaotic, unpredictable system? And it doesn't matter how many people you throw at the problem, if it's 330, million or whatever that is, chaos is ultimately will be chaos. And how do Hillman or the Santee creating the solution so that they could survive with it? I think ultimately is the goal. And I don't know if we know that answer in the world of AI.
Yeah. I guess pushing back on that, of course it's solvable, right? Isn't that why they're invading the earth? That's the solution, right?
How do you mean? How exactly is so you're saying that because they couldn't solve their three-body problem solar system, so they escape it?
Yeah, why not? That's always a solution. You can give up and then avoid the problem at all.
Yes, yes, but if you compare AI in the sense that are we just improving productivity, aka, using AIs as a device, using AI as a mechanism, what are we achieving at the end of it? And I think the counter of the Netflix three body problem TV shows is it is not about productivity. It's not about predicting the sun safe alignments, but it's more about how do they know it enough to still surviving that chaotic and unlivable system.
Yeah, that I do agree. So back to, I think we're actually tackling a wrong problem, right? Because in Santi, it's actually how do we survive instead of how do we try to solve the problem.
Yeah.
And then in terms of AI, we actually don't understand because everything we do, it seems to solve the productivity issue or using the machine to function as human, but we really haven't thought about the final outcome.
Which is kind of funny because if you think about the Santee recruit game, remember that helmet
Mm-hmm.
that all of the physicists put on? Is literally the game is their first test in the game is that do you really even understanding what you're trying to solve? And you would die and you can't escalate to level 2 if you're just thinking that it's all about computational scale.
I like how you are overthinking the whole thing. The whole recruitment is that they're trying to recruit people. I think different purpose. The major purpose is that for people to get used to Santiran before they invade. So it's more recruiting through games. So they build a like common sense and also familiarity with Santi. So they're not scary, they're advanced, all blah blah blah. And then the other thing, they're actually picking someone like the younger physicist. So she has humanity. So that I shouldn't spoil you for that because later they are actually choosing the war phasers. And then unfortunately the civilization still got destroyed because they choose the that young physicist because she has humanity.